honored to be back on the cover of Madden again. I mean, it's something that you look up to as a kid, as you want to be on the cover. And for me, it's the second time to be on that thing. I didn't even know you could be on it a second time.
Breaking down the Madden cover and more, it's a round of Would You Rather. Oh, there's animal noises. That's fun. As mentioned, yes, it was revealed. It's Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady. They're shared the cover, the GOAT and the baby GOAT, two of the most dependable quarterbacks in the entire league. Who would you rather have for a game-winning drive? Game-winning drive, guys, really think about it. Is it Tom Brady or is it Schrags, Patrick Mahomes?
I'm rolling with Mahomes every single time, and I know that Brady got the best of him, but all those drives that he had in all those close games last year, I think they won 11 games by one score or less last season, and every single time it was Mahomes pulling a rabbit out of his hat. The one time he couldn't was in the Super Bowl. It was already a blowout. Wasn't a game-winning drive. I think Mahomes has the best arm, is the most charismatic, and might be the clutchest of all these quarterbacks in the league. Do you think I like Patrick Mahomes? Mahomes, that's my answer.
Peter, I would like to respectfully say you're out of your mind. You're bugging out, as my kids would say. You're tripping, bro. It's Tom Brady. What are you talking about? Patrick Mahomes, he just got here. Tom Brady's been doing it for damn near 20 years. 20 years, Schrags? Tom Brady got the juice. He got everything. And he got everything except the athleticism. He still has been picking defenses apart in the moments that matter the most. This dude is Reggie Jackson in the month of October. This dude is Kobe Bryant at the line. This guy is Tiger Woods in his prime. This is Michael Jordan in the fourth quarter. Tom Brady is Joe Montana, but with more Super Bowl appearances and Super Bowl rings. He's the GOAT and the most clutch player I've ever seen in the entire NFL. It's Tom Brady in a runaway.
I mean, I don't know. Did Reggie Jackson and Kobe Bryant ever forget what down it is on a game-winning drive in primetime in Chicago last year? I know Brady did. I'm going with Mahomes. I feel like I'm taking, Timothy Chalamet over Robert De Niro. I'm going with Mahomes. I think Mahomes is just a better player at this point. I don't know. Does Brady have Adam Vinatieri on the sideline for the end of that game-winning drive? I don't think so. If you swap those two quarterbacks in that Super Bowl and Mahomes is on the Bucs, I think the Bucs win by about 50 points. I respect Brady. I think Mahomes is a better player right now. I'll take him.
Tom Brady has led 48 game-winning drives in his career, third all-time behind Peyton Manning and Drew Brees. He's obviously had a lot of years to pile up those numbers. All right, and there was an interview, guys, with Sports Illustrated's Charger report where Drew Brees was giving some very high praise for Justin Herbert. He was hanging out at camp with them earlier this week, and he said, quote, "I think his physical tools are as good as anybody I've ever seen." So Herbert, of course, looking to improve on a high bar successful season that he set his rookie season. So let's talk second-year quarterback, shall we? Would you rather build your franchise around Justin Herbert, Schrags, or Joe Burrow?
Gosh, this might be the hardest question because I love both of these guys so much, but based on year one, I'm going to go with Justin Herbert. This is a guy who I don't think anyone had as one of those top quarterbacks last year. It was Tua or Burrow. Herbert comes in and lights up the league, and here's the deal with him. Physically, he's a monster. Mentally, he's a monster. He's a 4.0 GPA and a bioengineering major. I just, everything he did last year was perfect. So if I'm taking him, you can't go wrong with Burrow, but if I'm building a team right now, I'll take the guy who didn't have season-ending ACL injury last year. I'd like to see where Burrow's at health-wise before I'm saying I'm taking him over Herbert in June of 2021.
Mm-hmm. Injury aside, I like what I saw out of Joe Burrow a little bit more. And this is close. This might be the toughest one we've done yet because Herbert was fantastic, and he did break that rookie pass TD record. But I just love Joe Burrow. I love everything about him, even dating back to his college film. And not just his college film, when he's caught on film. I know I keep talking about some of these intangibles and things that you can't necessarily quantify, but, man, when you're sitting back and you got that cigar in your mouth, like, that just shows me you got it figured out. And he's mature. Like, he's not a young rookie. Like, he was an older rookie last season. So going into a sophomore season, he's a lot more mature than most quarterbacks that are in his group. So for me, I'm going with Joe Burrow. I think he's going to light it up this year.
We're on the same page, man. I'm going with Burrow, too, and it's not the practical answer. I get it. Herbert did look good, and Burrow did get hurt. It's something intangible about Joe Burrow. I see him, and I want to be in the huddle with him. I want to go to battle with him. I think he's got this it and this moxie. that maybe Herbert will develop and continue to cultivate? This is a very tough question. Herbert looks fantastic. I don't know. There's something about if I'm going into a dark alley, I just know Joe Burrow is going to be there for me. Herbert probably will be too, but I know Burrow is. It's intangible as hell, but I'm going with my gut on this.
2 votes for Burrow there. Herbert did set that rookie record with 31 passing touchdowns. We say that stat a lot here on the show, especially his offseason. The record for most by a quarterback in his second season, guys, is, of course, those 50 by Patrick Mahomes. So we'll see if either of these quarterbacks can come close. That was, of course, back in 2018. Now we're going to talk about what really matters, the fact that the movie Dodgeball was, in fact, released in theaters 17 years ago today. This is a cast that featured Ben Stiller, Vince Vaughn, all sorts of stars, and it's apparently considered one of the many frat pack films of the early 2000s. I don't really know what that means. Traeger, maybe you did a deeper dive on this before the show. Would you rather be a member of the frat pack or the rat pack?
I'm going with the Rat Pack. I think the Frat Pack is like the Judd Apatow guys, and it's Seth Rogen, and it's Vince Vaughn, and it's Owen Wilson. It's that whole crowd. That's all great. All those guys. Give me like those old Dean Martin roasts where it's Don Rickles and Sammy Davis, and they're all just busting chops. You had everything. You had the Hollywood starlets. You had Vegas. You had, I don't know, some connected families from out east. There was all things, and then you got a president involved. I feel like JFK was in and out of that crowd, and I don't know if he's out because of that crowd. Whatever it is, I would say I'm going with the Rat Pack. I want to be in that picture in front of the casino, the Sands, where they had the marquee, and I want Peter Schrager's name on it. I would have done anything to be a part of that crowd.
Now, even though I feel like I got a little Sammy Davis Jr. in me, and I can pull off a little boing, boing, boing.
Hey,
I'm not going with the Rat Pack. They was a different level of partying. I mean, they was really getting it in, Shregs. I know you saw them documentaries. They was. Let's just say they were playing in the snow, and I'm not talking about. It's like if us four made a movie and it was successful and we're like, you know what, let's just remix it. Let's make a different movie with the same cast. And also it's like your buddies that you would go hang out with and kick it with and go to a game with, and then you just end up being on the set with. So I'd go with the Frat Pack, but Kyle, I'm curious to know your answer. You're the only one here on the set that's an actual actor. So take it away, buddy.
Yeah, listen, you should be curious, Nate. I have an interesting theory. I also like that Peter just subtly slid in like an assassination theory in the middle of the segment. That was something. Peter, wow, you really went there. My answer is it Frat Pack or Rat Pack? It's neither. It's the Brat Pack, baby. Nate, you want to talk about skiing? You drop us into the middle 80s and let me go out with, I don't know what Judd Nelson, Andy McCarthy, Ali Sheedy, Rob Lowe, Emilio Estevez are up to. That's my crew. They went with the wet look sometimes with the hair, then they blow that thing dry with Jimmy Spader and knock out About Last Night, St. Elmo's Fire. It was the best of both worlds. 1987 hit New York City. What weren't they doing? The Brat Pack. I wish we had some photos. Stay hot, AP photo. I would go with the Brat Pack.
AP photos.
Kyle, what about the snack pack? The 4-pack of pudding.
Snack pack's money. You got some chocolate pudding in there, baby, all day long.
Delicious. That's